we are going to be creating this beautiful winter scene picture, like almost like you're looking at it through a window. So this will be in several parts, but the only part we're going to be doing today is we are going to be creating birch trees, and we are going to be creating a horizon line and painting snow. So this is all we're going to be doing today. So we will be doing this birch tree winter scene activity. So today you will have tape, you will need tape, and you will need, we will be doing watercolor for the sky, different colors for sky, salt to create a beautiful little reaction to create snow, and then we're going to have this like silver, pearly white watercolor to have like a glistening snow for our largest part of our paper. Okay, we're going to do our tape first. We're going to actually tape off these trees. And what I want you to know is we actually have to make sure that the top of the tree goes all the way to the tippy top of the paper, because it's actually going to look like we can't really see the rest of the tree. All we're getting is this view right here, this beautiful view, like someone captured a picture, but they didn't get the tops of the trees, but they're getting that beautiful skyline with the snow. So what you're going to do is you have tape, and you will be sharing that with your partners. We'll be tearing off what you need from your big long strip of paper. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to think about, let's see, I think I want one of my trees. You don't want more than 3 trees. I think I'm going to put one over here, and I want it to go to about here. So I'm going to kind of just look. Okay, so I want my tape about this long. Now here's what's the important thing, and you're going to forget. So have partners remind you, because you're going to forget to do this. We don't want that sticky stuff on the tape, because we're actually going to be peeling this tape off. And when we peel the tape off, that is what's going to give us that beautiful birch tree. Okay, and then we'll go back and add all of our details onto that. But we want to be able to tear that off without it tearing our paper. And in order to do that, what you're going to do is you're going to take your sticky tape, and you're going to, on your pants or your shirt, you're just going to stick it on your pants or your shirt, because you want some lint on this tape, because that's going to help take all that sticky away. So because you want it to stick just enough so it's not going to fall off, and the watercolor is not going to go through it, but you want to be able to take it off easily whenever it's time to take our tape off. So what we're going to do is, and I think I got mine a little too big because I don't want that going that far down, so it's no big deal. I'll save that for my branches. I'm just going to stick that over to the side. Again, make sure you go to the tippy top. If you notice, I'm placing my tape at the top first. I don't care about what it's going to do down here. I want it to go to the top, the very top, and then I will push it all the way down, just like that. Perfect. I'm going to do the same thing. Maybe I think I want a tree way off in the distance, so I think I'm going to do a smaller tree. Again, I'm going to stick it on my pants. I'm sticking it on my pants. And I want this one even shorter. But I want to make sure that it's longer than my horizon line. I don't want it up in my sky. So it has to be longer than my sky. So I'm going to go to the top, and I'm going to push that down. Perfect. So I think that one's going to be way off in the back. And then I think I want one maybe here. Perfect. You don't have to be perfect. That's what I love about nature. There is nothing perfect about nature, but it's perfectly imperfect. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to stick it on my pants, And I'm going to put this tree about here. You can even kind of angle them. They don't have to be straight up and down because sometimes those trees are kind of slightly angled. I might angle this one. Maybe he's leaning this way. All right. Now, I'm going to create those branches. Again, though, I'm going to stick this on my pants first. I want to get some of that sticky off. I don't want it to be too sticky. Now, I'm going to show you how we're going to create some perfect branches. Because the way a tree grows is it actually gets thinner as it goes up and out. The branches start getting thinner. They almost taper. We call that tapering off as it goes up and out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of tape and we're going to tear it. And when we tear it, it gives us a beautiful, perfect branch. Because when we tear it, it's going to get thinner up at the top. And so what we want to do is we want to angle, and that's a pretty thin one, so I'm going to put him more towards the top because he's a small one. And you want to angle them up. The branches also move up and out of a tree if you ever do a tree study. Now I like this one, it's kind of thick, so I'm going to put this one more towards the bottom of the tree because remember at the bottom they're thicker. They get thinner as they go up and move out. Alright, so I'm going to stick this on my pants. I don't want a sticky piece of tape. And I'm going to tear. And maybe I want to cut this one in half. There we go. And maybe I want to put this one this way. And maybe I want to put this one this way. I like this one. I think I'm going to put this one here. I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to put that right there. Okay, again, I'm going to get more tape. I'm sticking it on my pants. I don't want it to be too sticky. Alright, and then I'm going to tear. And look at these beautiful branches. They're just perfect tree branches. I think I'm going to tear that in half though. And you can overlap them. That's okay. Because from a distance, they all just kind of looked overlapped. Even though they're really not. That's a really thin one. I'm going to put that one at the very top. That's a really thin one. And I think I'm just going to tear this in half. This is a pretty big one here. I'm going to put that on that side. And again, it doesn't have to be symmetrical, but you want it balanced. That's very pleasing to the eye. You want to kind of balance it. You don't want too many of these branches. It does not take a lot. Again, I'm sticking. And I'm ripping it in half. Oh, that's a happy little mistake right there. I'm going to put that one there. And, ooh, yeah, I want that one there. And I don't have anything on this side of the tree. This is what I'm talking about with balance. I want it to be a little balanced here. So, and I think I'm going to tear this one more time just to really give me a nice, realistic branch there. And maybe I want one there. Perfect. And I think I'm good with that. I think I like that. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be creating this horizon line right here in the back where it looks like the sky is way off in the background and the snow is up front. And if you notice, I have a couple of different skylines here. You can go straight across. That's okay. Or you can actually make it look like, if you noticed in this one, I did like some little mounds of snow in the back. Or you could just round it out and make it look like one big hill of snow in the back. And you can do that too. I think I'm going to do that with this one. So what you're going to do is you're going to be thinking about where you want your horizon line. Now you don't want to bring your sky further than half your page down because you want your sky you want it to look like it's way off in the back. So what I'm going to do first is I think I'm going to take this purple violet first. And I'm just going to go horizontally across my page, right over that tape. That's okay. We're just going to peel that off, and I'm going to have a tree up underneath that. You don't want gloppy water monsters or the salt. It's not going to create a good reaction. It's going to be a little mess. So you want to make sure there's no gloppy water monsters. Okay, now I'm going to dip in this turquoise. And now these colors are analogous. All the colors I have back there, so they will blend. Okay, and I think I'm going to do this little roundy, I'm going to create a horizon that's like a big hill of snow back there. Yeah, I think I like that. Add a little more of that. Violet. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm happy with that little horizon right there. If you notice, I didn't go too far down. Look at how it looks like it's all the snow. I love that. Okay, perfect. Now you will go to the snow station and you will kind of stir that up a little bit. And now I'm just going to take this bigger brush and I'm going to paint the snow. And I know you can't hardly see it, but it'll look better as it dries. It just gives this really nice shimmery color. And you can even go up and go right along your edge or wherever your horizon is just to give it that really crisp look. You can take your snow brush and just go right along that edge. Perfect. And when this dries, it's just going to be this beautiful shimmering snow. And this is all we're doing today. Oh, Miss Rucker, you forgot your salt. When you're done with this, you will go to the salt station. No more than a couple of pinches of salt, and you only want to put it in the sky. And I actually do not even need 2 pinches. That's going to be perfect. That's going to be enough to cause that reaction in the sky. I'm only going to use 1 pinch of salt. And then you are going to put this on the drying rack when you are done. This is all we're going to do today is this step right here, these steps right here. We're going to create the birch trees, we're going to create the horizon, the sky, and we're going to lay down the snow. Okay? All right, have fun.